All right, y'all. So TBD here today. We are talking about why I struggle with the Tudor watch brand. Okay, before we get into anything right now, let's just get a quick wrist trick out the way. Hamilton khaki field automatic. I got it on this nice wrist candy watch club single pass NATO thing kind of going on right here. Yeah, love this watch. Great watch. I got it for like 500 bucks, 400 or 500 bucks. Great. Anyway, back to Tudor. So I really love Tudor. I enjoy the brand so much. I love what they've been doing recently with some of their more recent drops, like the Black Pelagos FXD. Right. I'm also in the market to buy a Tudor. Right. I would love to own a Ranger or a Black Bay 58 or even just their non Black Bay watches, the Black Bay 36. Right. I think Tudor makes great watches. I love them, but just have one, not one problem with them, but I'm just kind of between, so between a rock and a hard place right now when it comes to Tudor. So that thing is with Tudor, right? Tudor's in a phase where they are, starting to update, you know, their watches right now, right? We saw this with the Black Bay 41, right? You have the Medas in-house movement, right? Small update or small changes, more aggressive knurling on the bezel and a shorter crown stem, things like that, right? And that's kind of where I have this problem with Tudor, right? I would really love to own the Black Bay 58, but it's yet to have the changes that the Black Bay 41 has, and I'm sure they're coming. I know they're coming probably like next year, right? But that's my only problem because I would buy one today. It's not like that these changes that the Black Bay 58 doesn't have yet are deal breaking because they're not. It's just when I know there's another watch on the way, or an updated version of that watch on the way, it just kind of halts my progress a little bit, right? So I guess that's kind of where my problem stems from. Is I would love to own a Black Bay 58. I would, the blue version. I'd love to own that watch, right? But is it worth spending the money now when I know a couple months from now or even a year from now, right? Tudor's going to release an even better version of the Black Bay. The Black Bay 58 is already an amazing watch, but Tudor's about to refine it just that much more, right? And release an even better version of it. And that's my problem with Tudor right now. Tudor has a lot of watches that are already great, but they're just not refined yet, right? Moving on to the Ranger. I want that watch so bad. I'm always looking at pictures of it, reviews, and I plan to add that watch to the collection here soon, sometime this year, right? I don't know if I want to buy one right now because I feel like I have a feeling that Tudor's going to release a 36 millimeter version with maybe a date window or a white dial variant, just an overall updated version of it, that's a little bit better than what we have now. Um, Not to say that the Tudor Ranger right now isn't great. That's a great watch on its own. And honestly, it really doesn't need to be changed, but I feel like people have complained about the size enough and, other areas of the watch that Tudor is bound to make a change. And that I'm kind of, hesitant on wanting to buy a Tudor right now because I feel like as soon as I do, there's going to be there's going to be the perfect one already out, or at least the perfect one for me, right? Um, that's kind of my problem with Tudor as of right now. And I know first world problems. Oh, you're expensive luxury watch brand that you're like, oh, who cares? They're about to drop, you know, a slightly different version of a watch that's already been dropped, whatever. But I don't know. It's just something that I think about, right? Because I've been looking to get into Tudor for a while, and I don't know. It's just I feel like I would imagine that a lot of people share the same sentiment as me when it comes to this brand because they've done great things in the past and they're continuing to do great things. Again, like I said, with the Black Bay 41, refined that watch heavily, and if the Black Bay 58 was you know, like the updated Black Bay 51, I think it would be the perfect watch and they would sell even more than they do now. So, it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things that, it's not that important, right? Not that important at all, but it's just something I think about, something I worry about. Or it's not necessarily worry about. It's just, I don't want to spend my money on, it's a lot of money, 3,500 bucks is, or 38, however much these watches are going for now. That's a lot of money that to just, spend on a watch that isn't quite there yet, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I could probably buy a Black Bay 58 right now, and then they drop, the updated version a month from now. I'd still be perfectly happy with it. Something with the Ranger, right? But you know, it's just kind of like that. What if it happens? So that's kind of just what's been on my mind recently about Tudor. And honestly, it's really not even that big of a problem, right? It's just one of those things that I'm just kind of meh about. But you know,